guys, welcome back to Bait and Tackle. Today we're going to be messing around with the triple injector, and I've used it in the past before, and we've done one video on it, I believe. But we are going to go ahead and do it again, and this is the triple injector from Bass Tackle. But today we're going to try a triple injection in two of my favorite molds, the 1.7 inch Epic PreyBait by Epic Bait Molds. And this has a plate that goes inside the middle for laminate injections, and I think it's really meant for two colors, but I would like to try three, and we'll just mess around and see what we come out with. So we'll try it without the plate first, and then we'll probably try it with the plate after, but it's definitely meant for two colors, not three, but we'll try it anyway. And then the other one that I have is the 3.2 inch Epic Slouch 6 cavity. And this is obviously made for three. You could do any kind of injection, right? Triple, dual, whatever. This is definitely made for it because it's individual cavities per bait. So let's go ahead and get some plastic going. I've got a color in mind, which is like a baby blue with some chartreuse and a white pearl belly. And we're going to go ahead and try to triple inject those, and let's just have some fun with it. Okay guys, so I've got the injector here with the block, the blending block, and I've got my molds here. We're going to go ahead and get out the colors we're going to use. I'm going to do a baby blue on one color with some very fine black flake, probably a 0.08 is what I'm thinking. And then we are going to do a chartreuse color, which is, I believe, my dead-on chartreuse is one of my favorites. We're probably going to use that. And then we're also going to use a little bit of black flake in it as well. And then the other color, I'm just going to do a pearl white. And I believe I'm just going to use some, let's see if I think I've got some MF pearl white. Here's some pearl non-bleed. Yep. Okay, so we'll use some pearl white on the belly. We're going to do a chartreuse line and blue on the top, on the back. So let me get some plastic and some cups, and let's see what we can do. So I've got these 3 cups we got to fill up, and I had to clean the cups out first, so it took me a minute to clean those out. This plastic hasn't been stirred in a while, and I like to keep a stirring stick right in with the plastic. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach my drill to the stirrer. And I'll try to show you what I'm doing here. And let me set you down for 1 second. And what I'm going to do here is get this connected to my drill and stir this up real good. And this is kind of a concoction of different plastics. There we go. This is kind of a concoction of different plastics that I had laying around that I mixed together and got a nice medium firm blend. So it's not too hard, but it's not too soft either. So I'm trying not to make a mess with what we're doing here, but we're going to mix it up real good for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour probably a little bit more than a cup into each one of these Pyrex cups, and then we're going to go ahead. It looks like the cap came off the end of the stirring rod here, but that's okay, ain't gonna hurt nothing. And we're going to go ahead and get these cups filled up, and we're going to degas each one of them and make sure that there's no moisture, no air bubbles, and we'll start heating things up, start getting ready. I heated up the first cup of plastic, and we're at about 260 right now, so I'm going to keep going, get this heated up real good, and then we're just going to keep moving on with the process, try to get 3 of them going here at the same time, which is probably the hardest part, is getting all of these coordinated so that they're all hot at the same time. So I'm going to keep going, doing what I'm doing. I may just pop in from time to time. And like I said, we have to degas this plastic. I'm going to heat it up first, and then that way we can put the colorant in before we actually degas it. Then that way, if there's any moisture or any air that gets mixed in with the colors and stuff like that, we can get it out of there. So we're going to go ahead and continue doing what we're doing here, and I will check back in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make up the first color. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and heat up the next color. and that's going to take a little while to heat up. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the belly color, which is going to be just an MF Pearl, and it is an MF Pearl white, I believe. I think they just call it Pearl, but it's the same thing, white, Pearl. It's very close to the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and make this. Plastic's nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and put in a fair amount. Again, I don't want it super see-through, but I also don't want it super transparent either. That's going to be really transparent, so I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch more. I'm going to go ahead and put that away. That'll be good right there. Yep, that'll be good. It might be a little transparent. Actually, what I'll do, just one drop. This white goes a long way. Oop, I did a little bit more than I wanted to on that one. But hopefully it didn't screw me up too bad. No, that's actually perfect. Okay, so I did about 3 drops of white in there just to get it a little bit up to white. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for right there. I got it. I splotched a little bit here just to see what it would look like, and that's perfect. I just want it light, white pearl. So that's good right there. So now what we're going to do is take this, put this in the air chamber, the gas chamber, and we're going to degas that for a little bit, get the air bubbles out of it. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to continue heating this up, and then we're going to do our second color, which is going to be the chartreuse. And I'm going to go ahead and change it up a little bit. I'm going to, instead of doing the black flake in it, I'm just going to do the chartreuse by itself. And I'm going to add in a little bit of this GT22 from Dip Your Car, and that gives that fluorescent, it gives it that chartreuse with that glitter. I don't know if you can see that. See that glitter real good, but I love that combo. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I had some already mixed up, but we're going to go ahead and get some fresh going, and we'll just continue on with the process. Okay, so we're ready for color number 2. We're going to go ahead and give this chartreuse one more good shake. Just going to introduce some more air into it, but that's okay. We're going to add a bunch because I really love this color, and I like using a lot of it. It really brings out the bait real well. It's got that beautiful chartreuse color to it. And we're going to go ahead and add just a touch of this GT2, and I like to use a little smidgen tool there from Amazon. Just a smidgen. That's all you need. You don't need much of this at all. As I'm getting it everywhere, it's flying everywhere because it's glitter, like a real fine glitter, like a powder glitter. It's all over my hand right now. Anyway, so just a little bit of a smidgen of that, and there's your color. Yep, and it's already looking good. I'm gonna put this into the air chamber, the degasser. We're gonna get the air out of that. I'm gonna go ahead and start heating up the next one. For the blue, chartreuse is done out of the way. So we have white pearl, the chartreuse, and the blue's coming. And one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about too in between, I know it's kind of loud with the fan on and the gassing chamber running, but these molds are great because they label them on both sides, so it says back over here and belly on the other side. And then the Slouch one actually is end for end, so it's got arrows pointing to which one is belly and which one is back. So I love how they orientate these. The orientation on these molds is great and how they label them. So just another recommendation. I like all mold manufacturers, but Epic Bait Molds really does an awesome job, and their shipping their stuff comes so fast, it's just amazing. So every time I order stuff from them, it's usually the house like within a week or less. Like it's fantastic. It's usually here a couple days. But great molds. I love the orientation, how they put that on the mold. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these plastic colors set up, and we will be back, and hopefully we're going to go ahead and try to inject these things. Final color. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to pop the white, the pearl white back in to get heated up again because it's been sitting for a little bit. Go ahead and shake up the glue one more time. Go ahead and give it a couple squirts. See how much blue we need here. That's pretty good, but I wanted a little bit more. That's probably going to be enough right there. I'll get another squirt. It's just a little bit too light for my liking. I want it a little bit transparent, but I don't want it super transparent. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe one more little shot there. Okay, I think we're good there. So we're good with the blue. Let's just double check. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. We're going to go ahead and get a pinch out. Pinch measuring scoop here. And I'm going to go ahead and put a pinch of the fine black in here. Let's just see how we make out here. Now some of this is getting stuck on the edge and it's gotten stuck on the knife. And trying to get it down in there a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, I'm actually going to go ahead and step up the glitter just a hair. I'm going to go to a this is not too late. I'm going to go ahead and go to a 15. Just going to put a smidgen of it in there, so then that way it's both. It's 15 and 8. So let's try that. See how that comes out. Like I said, I've just put in a little bit here. Let's get it mixed in real good. Still got a whole bunch of little black glitter on here. But I think that's good right there. I like that. I like actually how it's got two glitters on it. I like it. Okay, so I think we're good there. We are going to go ahead and get this mixed back up. I'm going to get this back into the degassing chamber. Let this cool down for a second here. I know I just poured this out. And like I said, I'm going to work on continually trying to keep the other ones warm. Somebody suggested using a hot plate to keep things warm, and I may do that here in the near future. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and continue doing what I'm doing here. So, got the white in here. It's gotten pretty hard on me. We're at only 300. Got to get it mixed up real good so it doesn't burn. So we're going to go ahead and keep heating plastic up. I'm going to go ahead and keep degassing the blue, which, because of all the flake and stuff that I introduced into it, really wants to go over the cup. We're going to try not to let it boil over. And I'm going to go ahead and keep juggling things back and forth, and we will be ready once this is done. I think we're almost ready. I'm just trying to position everything where I need it to be. Blue's here, the chartreuse is here, and the pearl white is there. So when I go to do my orientation, this ends the belly. Verify that. Yep. This ends the belly. This ends the back. So we're going to have to do white pearl, chartreuse, blue, and then when we get up to here, we just got to spin it this way because I want the white pearl on the belly. The belly's that way, and the back's this way. So we're going to go ahead and try this. Like I said, I got all 3 cups in the microwave right now. I think we're going to take them all out at 30. We should be at around the 340, 350 degree range. we'll try that first. Maybe we'll just let it go a little bit longer, just to make sure it's extra hot. But I got all 3 in there, and it takes a long time for 3 cups plastic to heat up. But again, this is just to maintain temperature. So I've got 3 cups in there. They're all going at the same time, but I'm just trying to maintain that high temperature. So we got 14 seconds left here. We're going to pull these out, give them a stir real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and try to inject these to see how they come out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here is the white pearl, here is the chartreuse, and here is the blue. And we're going to put these cups all close to each other because I'm going to try to bleed them off at the same time too. We're going to go ahead and check temperatures. I got 330 there. I got 330 there, really close to 330, like 334. And I got 330, almost 340 there. So we're pretty close. We're as close as we're going to get. I'm going to just go ahead and use this to knock down any air bubbles on the top of any of these. And we're going to go ahead and inject. So here we go, guys. This is going to be tough because it does not want to fit between all 3 of those colors. But I'm going to go ahead and bleed them off so we don't have any air. We're good. Here we go. Get it into the block. Let's go ahead. And these are really tough to push down on. Next. 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 And the last one, we got to spin. I don't know if that one's going to make it or not. Okay. So, that, I'm going to go ahead and empty these out. That was all 3. That was all 3. I like the setup right now. I think I might take a picture for the thumbnail. But we're going to go ahead and let this set up. We're going to take these out and see what they look like. I hope they did a good job. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in here. You guys can see this. I'm going to go ahead and unmask what we did here, and I'm not sure. I don't know if the air got to them or anything. Again, I haven't used this injector in a while, so it's been a while for me. I don't use it that often. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Oh, those came out actually really cool. Might have a little bit of air in some of them, but let's see. I tried to hold them a little bit too. Let me see if I can get these to lay down. There we go. Wow. Those came out pretty good. Slouches came out awesome. Look at that. So the belly of the pearl really didn't, it's not too prominent. If you look at it in the light sideways, you can see it a little bit. But the chartreuse really picks it up, and that blue back looks fantastic. So, great little bait. These are going to be awesome. These are definitely going to kill. But good color. I've seen this color before in the store, and didn't really think I could mimic it that great, but we did a pretty good job. I mean, if anything, I could maybe use a little bit more white in the bellies, but I think that looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get you kind of focused in here so you guys can see this a little bit better. But yeah, that looks awesome. Those came out really good. Better than I anticipated. And I'll do some pictures maybe on some white paper so then that way you guys can see them better. But those came out excellent. I'm not sure how this the PreyBait's going to come out. I guess we'll find out right now. So let's go ahead and open this up. Ready? Now, this is without the plate. Okay, and these are so small that you really can't tell anyway. But what it looks like it did was actually, it actually did okay. I can actually see the chartreuse line in the middle, and it's real hard to see on camera, but I think we did okay. I think it actually did what we intended it to do. So I'd say if you're going to do triple injection without the plate, that's the way to go. It looks like it did really well, actually. The blue stayed on the back. The chartreuse may have bled up a little bit. The belly was more what I was worried about. But again, those are really made for 2-layer laminates. They're really not made for 3. That style of port just isn't made for that. But a dual, maybe we can do a dual just chartreuse and white pearl to make up for that. And I might do that some other time, but not right now. But so it is possible. You could do the triple in that mold, but it doesn't come out exactly the way you want it. But they still look pretty awesome. I mean, those are going to get bit, definitely. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get these off of the sprues. And again, we can't remelt down the sprues because when you do multiple colors like that, you just can't use those again. But I think I'm going to do another maybe 1 or 2 rounds of these and just see how many more we can make. And I'm going to do a couple more slouches, and we'll see how they turn out. And then we'll wrap up the video, guys. But these came out pretty good. Alright guys, I did one more round, and I wanted to see how they came out. Figured I'd share this with you. And they look like they came out exactly the same as the first set. So, still got the blue in there. Came out great. The chartreuse line is very, very prominent. They look great. A little bit of air bubbles in one of the tails, but not bad. I'll use them. Came out great. So there you have it, guys. Slouch, the three color triple injection with baby blue with black flake and some chartreuse lateral line and a white belly. And I went ahead and did 10 more of these as well, and they came out pretty much the same as well. I can see the chartreuse mixed up a little bit, but it came out really cool. It did what I wanted it to do. So I'm happy. I know one of my buddies that I'm actually trying to make these for, I know he's going to be happy. So I can get you zoomed in there. But those came out pretty fantastic. And again, I'll take some pictures of the slouches like on a white background so you guys can see those a little bit better. The color does truly look pretty amazing. So that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up for this video. So I wanted to show you guys real quick. I got the fan off, and before we wrap up the video, I did try to shoot it with the plate inside, and what it did was it split the colors up between the two, and it didn't work the way that I expected it to with a triple. So if you're going to do a triple in the 1.7-inch PreyBait, just go ahead and take that plate out. It works a lot better without the plate in it if you're going to do a triple. But a dual laminate, that plate would be fantastic for doing what we need to do. But it kind of switched it end for end, and it pushed more of the chartreuse up towards the top of the sprue, and it didn't shoot it the way I wanted it to. So definitely shooting this without the plate inside made all the difference in the world. I'm trying to get this zoomed in there. But you can see the chartreuse is kind of different. It's on the bottom and the top on that one. This one down here, the blue's on the bottom, and the clear, the white pearls in the middle. They're all over the place. I mean, I'll still use them. These are still gorgeous baits no matter what. But just for FYI, if any of you guys decide you're going to try this, do the triple inject without the plate. That seems to make the difference, and it works. It works fairly well. I mean, these are small baits, so I didn't expect them to be perfect. The slouches came out fantastic, but that's the way to do it, is to take the plate out of this mold. So take the plate out if you want to do triple inject, and it works fairly well. Again, it's not perfect, but it does what I need it to do. Very good mold for dual injection. But like I said, triple injection may just not be the way that that mold was really designed to run with that plate. So okay, well, I'm just going to take some video and do some cleanup here, and we are wrapping up the video. So thanks, guys. All right, guys, well, that's going to conclude today's video. We did a pretty good job on making a triple injection in the 1.7 inch 5 PreyBait mold by Epic Bait Molds, and we also did the 3.2 inch Slouch, and they came out really well. The triple injection works great on the Slouch, but it also is designed to do that with the individual injection ports. The PreyBaits, on the other hand, they do not have individual injection ports. They're pretty tiny, and you could do 10 at a time, but it came with a plate that allows you to do dual laminates perfectly fine. But what I found was taking the plate out was you were able to inject triple injection, and it wasn't an issue. Now, it may not be as perfect as I wanted it to be, and maybe next time I should use some more distinct colors between the two, but these mesh really well together, so it's kind of tough to make that kind of call. But in my opinion, take the plate out, triple injection works fine. So what a great video today. These came out awesome. I'm very stoked about the Slouches. Even the PreyBaits came out pretty well. The go around with the plate inside, that didn't really work out the best I wanted it to, but the color in these is phenomenal. And like I said, stay tuned after I get done here, and I will I'll put some pictures in this video afterwards of what these look like on some like white paper, just so you get a better look at the color. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. We're getting up there with subscribers, probably going to be at about 600 here pretty soon. I'm going to keep pumping the content out to you guys. Again, we got another Creepy Crawlers video coming soon. I'm going to do another one about jig skirts, different colors than what we did them last time. I think last time we did shad, and I can't remember the other color that we did. Bluegill, shad and bluegill. And this time we're probably going to end up doing something a little bit different, maybe like peanut butter and jelly, and one I like to call the Joker. It's like a purple and green. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. And a whole bunch of different other injection videos I'd like to get done if I've got some time. And I'm just gonna try to keep it consistent. Maybe just try one video a week and just try to keep that consistent. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, keep on baiting.